Introduction to World War One. World War One, also known as the Great War, lasted from July 28, 1914 to November 11, 1918, spanning over 4 years. The main Allied powers included France, Russia, the United Kingdom, Italy, and then later the United States. The Central Powers consisted of Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. World War I resulted in an estimated 10 million military deaths and 7 million civilian deaths. The war also left millions wounded and maimed. The war was characterised by trench warfare on the Western Front, with soldiers living and fighting in trenches that stretched for miles. Conditions in the trenches were harsh, with constant shelling, disease and vermin. World War I saw the introduction of new technologies, such as machine guns, tanks, poison gas, and aeroplanes, which changed the nature of the warfare. The armistice that ended World War I was signed on November 11, 1918 at 11 a.m, marking the end of hostilities on the Western Front. The Treaty of Versailles, signed on June 28, 1919, officially ended World War I. The treaty imposed harsh penalties on Germany, including territorial losses, disarmament and reparations. World War I had far-reaching consequences, including the redrawing of national borders, the collapse of empires, and the seeds of future conflicts, such as World War II. Causes. World War I, also known as the Great War, was primarily caused by a combination of political, economic and social factors. Militarism. The major European powers, including Germany, Austria-Hungary and Russia, had built up their military forces and were engaged in an arms race. The militarism created tensions and a sense of competition among the nations. Alliances. Various alliances and treaties formed between the countries further escalated the conflict. The Triple Entry, France, Russia and UK, and the Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy, were two major alliances that divided Europe into opposing camps. Imperialism. European powers were engaged in imperialistic pursuits, seeking to expand their empires and influence around the world. Competition for colonies and resources heightened tensions between nations. Nationalism. Nationalistic fervour and pride in one's country played a significant role in the lead-up to World War I. Ethnic and nationalist movements within empires such as the Balkans fueled regional conflicts. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary and Segovia in 1914 served as an immediate trigger for the war. HMS Dreadnought. HMS Dreadnought was a revolutionary battleship of the British Royal Navy that played a significant role in naval history. HMS Dreadnought was launched in 1906 and was a game changer in naval warfare. It introduced several innovations that set it apart from previous battleships. One of the most significant features was an all-big gun armament with 10 12-inch guns and 5 turrets, making it the first battleship of its kind. The Dreadnought was also faster and more heavily armoured than previous battleships, with a top speed of 21 knots and thick armour plating for protection. Its design focused on speed, firepower and protection, setting a new standard for battleship construction. The introduction of HMS Dreadnought sparked a naval arms race among major powers as existing battleships quickly became obsolete compared to the new design. The term Dreadnought came to represent a new era of battleships with all big gun armaments and modern technology. HMS Dreadnought's design and capabilities influenced naval strategy and warfare for decades to come. Its construction led to an obsolescence of older battleships' designs and promoted other naval powers to build similar all-big gun battleships to match its capabilities. HMS Dreadnought served in the Royal Navy during World War I and was eventually scrapped in 1923. While it had a relatively short active service life, its impact on naval technology, strategy and ship design was long-lasting. The term Dreadnought became synonymous with a new era of battleships and naval warfare. Assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was a pivotal event that triggered the chain of events leading to the outbreak of World War I. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie, Duchess of Hohenberg, visited the city of Sarajevo in Bosnia in June 28, 1914. The visit was part of a state visit to the province of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which recently annexed by Austria-Hungary. While travelling in a motorcar through Serbia, the Archduke and his wife were targeted by a couple of Bosnian Serb nationalists. As the motorcar made a wrong turn, Princeps seized the opportunity and shot and killed both Franz Ferdinand and Sophie. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife sparked outrage in Austria-Hungary. The government saw the assassination as an act of Serbian nationalism and used it as a pretext to issue an ultimatum to Serbia, demanding harsh terms and threatening war. The ultimatum to Serbia and the subsequent declaration of war by Austria-Hungary set off a chain of events of alliances being activated. Russia, as a protector of Serbia, mobilised its forces, leading to Germany declaring war on Russia and its allies. This escalation eventually engulfed much of Europe in World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand is often viewed as the spark that ignited the power keg of tensions in Europe. It highlighted the fragility of balance of power and the complex system of alliances that characterised the pre-war period. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and the events that followed illustrate how a single act of violence can have far-reaching and profound consequences, shaping the course of history and leading to a global conflict of unprecedented scale and devastation.